Well, hello again. I have in case you couldn't tell by the title of this video, I have a whole bunch of Thrive Cosmetics products, and I love this brand. And you know, you talk about the OG mascara. Like I've got them all over the place because I really like them. However, they have other really good products too. And I thought for us ladies of a certain age, sometimes it's good to know what you can reach to, what you can reach for the simple stuff, the everyday stuff. I'm not feeling fancy, I'm just getting myself a little put together. So this is a look I'm gonna show you right now that I use for every day. Every day I'm in a rush, every day when I have to go to work, every day when I've got a Zoom meeting, every day I'm wearing glasses, because I think with glasses you have to kind of tone things down just a little bit, but this is something where you just feel a little bit more polished. This is not the super inventive crazy look. This is just the feel good, vegan, cruelty free, feels good, looks good, performs, no fuss makeup. So if you're down with that, then let's get into the video. Okay, first thing I'm gonna put on is, and I do have some skincare on. I'm actually trying some new serum and a moisturizer that was sent to me from Influencer. So I'm trying that out right now. It's what I have on my skin after cleansing it. I'm gonna put a little bit of the 360-degree eye lift. It's like an eyelid primer. So we're gonna, and I sometimes even put this down here. I figure, why not lift everything that you can, right? So I use this both as my eyelid base and right under my eyes. I did place another order with Thrive. They've got an eye cream that's supposed to be really good. Like I saw the before and after pictures and I was like, wait, what? So we're gonna see how that looks. But I love this so much. I actually have two of them. I have a backup already ready to go. And this is not sponsored, not affiliate endorsed. I do have a code that'll save you $10. I think you give $10 and you get $10 and I just buy more product. So if you feel like it, or if you're interested in trying any of this stuff and it'll save you 10 bucks, go right ahead. If not, no worries. Okay, I like the mascara so much, I literally have backups. So I did order a couple of their dark brown, which is called Crystal Brown Black, and I haven't gotten into that yet because I'm working on two other ones. I've got one that I have been keeping in here, and I think these are both, oh no, they're both Bryn. So anyway, I keep one on my filming table, one on my regular stuff, so it was in with my regular stuff. Going with some face primer. This is called Filtered Effects, and it is a blurring primer. It feels a little slick. It's not a tacky gel like, it is a gel, but it's a slick formula, if that makes sense. Here's the thing. Does it actually blur anything? I don't have any idea. I have no way of judging whether or not, and I just use a little tiny bit. I think for the whole face, a pea-size amount might be too much. And I don't know if that's the right amount or not. I know with different primers, you have to kind of do different techniques. Some of them you have to press into the skin and let it sit for 30 seconds or whatever else. We're gonna let this sit for a little bit. So what else can I tell you? So I do really like this one particular shade so much that I bought a backup of this too. This is the Brilliant Eye Brightener. It's basically a, what do they call it? Ring light technology, but in a stick eyeshadow formula. So I like this. I also have several other ones. My dog just sat down. This one here, I think I originally picked this up in like a Boxy or some sort of subscription service. And it's the kind of the eye brightening one. So I use this usually right in here. Well, I'll use it here in a second. I've given this a second, so I'm just gonna go in with my Buildable Blur CC cream. It again says Blur Technology. It's SPF 35. And I have this in natural beige. Now, I'm normally a light, medium, neutral undertone. This one, I think as far as a natural beige goes, I think it's a little darker than what I would expect. For me, it's a good one for, see, it almost seems like it has a little bit of a yellow cast to it. For me, it feels like it's the good one when I'm darker, like when I've been outside or been somewhere fun. But I also think it oxidizes a little bit because after I get it on and get it set, it certainly doesn't feel like it's too dark. I just feel more like healthy glow. As a CC cream, it's not as thick as like the IT Cosmetics or e.l.f. CC creams. It provides a little bit of coverage, which again almost feels more like a BB cream than a CC cream. It does say CC cream on it. Some places I might need a little bit more coverage if I have any, I don't know, marks or anything like that. I think I mentioned this earlier. I did place an order where just recently, but I haven't received it in yet. And that's with an eye cream, but I also ordered one of their bronzing powders and I don't have one right now. We're gonna use, again, like what I normally would do, and then we'll see if we need anything else. Okay, so after I got my skin on, it feels moisturized. It looks like it's got pretty even, pretty good coverage. I'm feeling okay, except for I need color on my cheeks. So I bought this, and it only says Thrive Cosmetics on it. The color is Maggie, and this is one of those 3-in-1 kind of sticks where you can use it on your eyes, you can use it on your lips, you can use it on your cheeks. So we're going to use it as a cream blush, and it goes on pretty darn bold fuchsia, this particular shade. It does have a cool little brush on one end, and I haven't found, there's no way to like make it bigger. It's just a very, very small flat kabuki brush. So I kind of just been doing this, sort of blurring it a little bit, and then I go back over it with my brush or my beauty blender, my brush or my sponge if I need to kind of blend it in a little bit. But I found just by tapping it in, it gives me like a nice flush, a nice color. Like that doesn't look bad. I mean, it certainly looks better than that. And it is buildable, but I'm gonna leave it right there for now. I might come back in and do a little bit more to it, but let's just move on from here. I'm gonna go into these little eye brightening sticks. So this is the first one is shade Stella, which is I think the brightest lightning one. I do notice that they have, I did see that they had like 3 more that they just released, but the shades seem very similar to stuff that we've already seen, so I didn't pick them up. They have a rose gold one that looked interesting. They have a copper one. I have this Muna shade, which is by far my favorite, so much so that I have a backup on it. I think I might even have a backup of this Stella. This is kind of what I like to do. I like to take, I think it's Miko, M-I-E-K-O, and it's a pale pink, but I like to use that kind of on the inner, almost half, inner third maybe, because I really like that as kind of my lighter eye brightening optical illusion. And for you gals that have close set hooded eyes, small eyes, having something a little bit lighter in the front and darker on the outside, and really using that darker shade to kind of give you the depth to be more eye-opening is my favorite trick ever. So I use a little bit of this, and I go maybe a little bit higher than I could because I'm trying to give myself that vision of more real estate, but I would never leave just with just this shade alone. Like it's my light to my darkness here. So I've got that on, and then I'm going to go into Muna, which is kind of a shimmer taupe. And while I'm not like always a huge fan of shimmers as my eye contour, this one actually isn't a glittery shimmer. It's just a really, really beautiful shade. It goes on so easy. To me, it's the right amount of subtle shade. I'm not going to call it no makeup, but it is very, very subtle. Draw it on and then just press in on the edges, and it gives me like that super easy wash of color. This is one I think if you're light, fair, light, medium, this is a shade you could probably get away with. If you're super deep, I don't know. Maybe this would be your inner corner highlighter, or maybe this would be your lighter shade. But I think it's a nice break from the real warm orangey colors too. It does build up. I don't feel like it goes on patchy at all. I feel like I can be a little messy with it. I don't have to be too specific. I want to think I've got 3 of them, but I can only find 2. I'm going to use the brown one, which is called, this one's Nolly, I think is what it's called. And I'm just going to put on a quick stroke of eyeliner right up kind of against my lash line. I think I went a little bolder than I normally do, but that's okay. It is a very, very creamy formula. I think this eyeliner might actually be waterproof as well. And it does have a smudger on one end, which I think I'm going to use today. Oh wait, is it a smudger? Yeah, so it actually comes with a smudger and a sharpener, which is kind of cool. I don't think I've ever used a sharpener. Lip liner. This one is in the shade Jislin, I think. It's just got weird names for stuff. One of the creamier lip liners. This one's kind of a dusty mauve, maybe I'd call it. I saw recently that they had a surprise deal where with a $60 purchase you got a free lip liner, and they had, I think there's maybe 8 or 10 different colors to choose from. And they do have a rewards program, so if you become a member, you can get points. You get a point for every dollar you spend or something like that. I don't know how it works. I do have one of their headliner lipsticks. This is in the shade Eileen. This is the only product that I'm not 100% on. I love the way this color works with that lip liner, but this and then the cheek stain, I'm gonna say are my least favorite of the products. This is the highlight though. This mascara. If you're not familiar with this mascara, you are missing out. I try a lot of different mascaras, and my eyelashes are not the world's worst, but they're not the best either. I haven't gotten lash extensions. I do use eyelash serum, but my eyelashes naturally have never been like phenomenal. Again, I'm not complaining. They are what they are. This mascara though makes me feel that I look more awake and brighter. This completes the look for me. If somebody had said, what's the one mascara, if you only had to do one mascara for the rest of your life, which would it be? And I would say the Thrive Cosmetics Liquid Lash Extensions. And it is a tubing mascara, so when you go take it off, see, can you see the difference in that eye? But it is a tubing mascara, so when you wash it off at night, you're gonna get the, it's almost like, I don't want to call it strings or dashes, but you're not losing your eyelashes, you're just losing the tube of mascara over the top of it. Favorite mascara of all time. The one thing that I didn't do that I normally do is I drag that Muna underneath my bottom lashes, and I did not do that yet. I think this eyeshadow, I think it's a long wearing eyeshadow. I just don't recall if it's supposed to be waterproof or not. I'm gonna smudge a little bit of that down there too. So I've got one of their bronzers coming, but I don't have it here yet. So sorry about that. And I don't have a setting powder, but I'm gonna go in with a little bit of the Fenty powder. I think this is in almond, maybe, or cashew. I think this is in cashew. So it's a little darker, and I have made a mess of it because it tipped upside down. So I'm still trying to kind of eat it off I'm still trying to pick it up off the sifter a little bit, and the rim around it. This one's a little bit harder to tap it back in, the sifter. I'm feeling very open and awake and stuff like that. I feel like maybe my cheeks are a little low. I'm gonna grab that blush stick one more time, and I'm just gonna take the brush side of it, swipe a little bit more towards the top of my cheekbones. This just feels like an everyday simple look for me. So I hope this was interesting to you guys. If you guys have been interested in playing around with any of the Thrive Cosmetics, I did put in a link in the description box for $10 off. It'll save you 10 bucks if you guys decide you want to try any. I would say that by far my #1 product is the mascara. #2 would probably be that Muna eyeshadow stick. And I do really like their lip liners. I haven't tried every product they have, but I've tried a lot of them. I hope you guys are doing really well. And if you're new here, welcome to my channel. And let me know in the comments down below what you guys are interested in. Is there something that has caught your eye either at drugstore or Ulta, Sephora, online, Instagram, something that's catching your eye that you'd like my opinion of it? This is one of those channels where it's just makeup, it just washes off. We are ladies of a certain age that just want to know, is our money spent well here, or should we be looking elsewhere? Can we get looks that we would actually leave the house in and not embarrass our family? So anyway, I hope you guys are doing really well, and until my next video, bye for now.